Yeah, okay. So this balancing takes place in both keys 3 and key 7. So it can be good for sort of feeling stable, and it ironically, seeing as balancing can be quite chaotic, and also for the get moving. And I guess by chaotic is, I mean that things are wobbling around. That's sort of what I mean, really. So the reason
I'd like to add that it also helps people anchor in present moment, because you can't do the balancing without paying attention to now.
Yeah.
Whether you're balancing on one foot or whether you're balancing an object, you have to be present to be able to do it.
Yeah. And improving balance as well can bring a sense of mastery and focus. That can be a really great distraction from like difficult feelings and emotions as well. So all of those things. Yeah. So in the balancing objects exercise, we're not trying to become like expert balancers. The point of it isn't to be able to be the best balancer in the world. The point of it really is to be able to stay focused, stay present, and stay aware, and to as well notice whether you're feeling better or you're feeling worse. If you're finding the challenge too difficult, it's really important that you reduce the challenge. So you find whatever the balance challenge just helps you stay focused and aware, but doesn't send you to that point where you want to throw whatever you're balancing out of the window.
Right. Paying attention to maybe it needs to be a smaller step.
Yeah.
Or exactly. A smaller step, or even a smaller step.
Yeah. So to start with, Babette, do you have a pen or a pencil near you? Excellent. Well prepared. So
Deborah could do this too.
Yeah, Deborah, do you want to do it? And anybody else that's on the webinar, that would be great. I chose a pink one, then it shows up. So to start with, you might want to actually, an easy place to start is to get 2 fingers and to see about balancing the pencil on 2 fingers.
It's hard to do it on camera. It's easier to do it lower down.
Yeah. Or even if that's tricky, you could try on the palm of your hand to start with. So.
And that's a really good example of smaller steps. Yeah. So if one finger is too hard, then try 2. Yeah. You can try 3 or even just your whole palm.
Your whole palm. Yeah, absolutely.
The point is to be successful.
Yeah, exactly. But focus. So it's finding that feeling of success, but also the feeling of focus and awareness. Because if it's too easy as well, then it might not keep your focus and awareness at the same time. Part of the place where I learned this is at school, when I found it difficult to concentrate at school, and I started balancing things on this myself to stay to pay attention. So for me, I'm doing 2 fingers, and you might want to move to 1 finger.
Switch your finger.
See whether it's enough challenge. And if you're finding that too easy, if you're finding it a challenge, then step back. If you're finding it too simple and it's hard to keep your focus, you might want to have a go at moving your finger around. So maybe draw a circle. Ooh. Great. Yeah. And then you might want to lift it up above your head if that's getting too easy. Ooh. And then bringing it back down. Yeah, but it looks like you need maybe a bit more challenge. So that might be swapping from 1 finger to another. Sometimes we have kind of not as strong vestibular on the other side. So try circle on the other side.
Well, I'm cheating because I've practiced this before.
Great. And then if that's getting even easier still, you might do all sorts of things like stand up, you walk around with it. You might decide to balance 2 objects on top of each other. So for example, I have some building blocks here. And Babette, what have you got there?
I've got a spoon. I don't know if I can do this. I haven't practiced this one.
Okay. And I've got 2 like building bricks here, and I'm going to see if I can balance one.
Oh, there, I did it. Whoops.
Oh, what have you got there, Deb?
I'm in one of my kids' rooms.
Oh, cool.
I don't know what it is.
Excellent. Yeah, so it's all about kind of gauging the level of challenge that keeps you really focused and aware. but not too much that you want to throw the building blocks out of the window. So really being aware of what's right for you. So that's the kind of other thing that it helps with as well, is it helps you to stay aware of what's right for you. And in the book we talk about the story of Goldilocks, where Goldilocks goes into the house of the three bears, and she sits down and she finds some porridge, and she sees the porridge is too hot. And then she finds another bowl of porridge and it's too cold, and then she finds a third and it's just right. And throughout the book we really encourage you to notice what's just right for you, to be Goldilocks. And sort of applying that to every exercise can be really useful.
Cultivate your inner Goldilocks.
This kind of concept